He always made himself available, and really having that one-on-one experience with him, knowing exactly who's handling it, knowing exactly where we stood in the case. My experience was not good when I went to a large firm. I wouldn't recommend to somebody to call one of those 1-800 numbers when there's people like David right around the corner. Working with David, I felt cared for. I felt regarded. He was very respectful, available, human. You know, I would recommend him and have already recommended him. I think he's really top-notch.
Working with David over the years, I've always felt that I was able to approach David. I mean, David has a busy schedule. I'm not talking about I could drop in anytime I wanted, but I always felt that David was open to hear what I said and made me feel like everything I had to say was important. So maybe it didn't really come into play immediately, but go ahead, tell me about it. You know, he wanted to hear the information. And honestly, whether it's your doctor or, you know, your lawyer or some politician, often today we get the feeling that nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I always felt like David at least wanted to hear what I had to say and was going to factor it in. And I always felt good about that. David has a network of resources that he uses and he has access to, so I always felt like I wasn't limited by that. As a matter of fact, isn't that the choice? Do you get more personal attention through a small firm than you do a large firm? And what do you give up to give that attention? I don't think we gave up anything. Even though David's a small firm, we did, I think, I don't know, you'd have to ask David, but like a year's search to find a technical witness that we really had to have to help us stand up against this multinational corporation. And we did find somebody. And David's instincts were not the same as mine. David's instincts were that it would be good to find someone who had a lot of history of defending someone like the people that we were suing. And it turned out to be brilliant, because when we did find that person, he was not at first willing to just jump on our side. But after we flew out there, we met with him, we presented our case to him, and when he couldn't answer the question, well, if it didn't happen this way, how did it happen? He became convinced and joined our side of the case. And that was a very brilliant stroke and well worth the amount of time it took to find that perfect witness.